today. All right, I'm going to give it a couple of seconds before more of you will join me in. And how have you all been doing? See, I'm getting my dose of coffee. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Just a moment. I'm trying to adjust my camera. It's a bit unstable. Let me see what I can do. I think this will be better. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, this is better. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until all of you all join me in for this amazing topic that we are doing. Before that, I'm just going to check if I'm on the right platform and everything. All right, the internet is just a bit slow. I hope you guys are all tuning in well with me. All right, let me just see. Oops. Hi, Mai. Good morning, Diana. Thank you so much for your kind tip. Hi, Stephanie. So good to see you. And hi, Mai. So good to see you. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for the kind tip. You guys are like so amazing. I don't even ask for tips, and you guys are already giving me tips. All right. Again, I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. I'm trying to. All right. Let me just get this done. So that hi Bharti, good to see you. All right. Okay. Let me get to Facebook and do an add everyone. Hi Adriel, so good to see you. Hi Ember, so good to see you. Let me see if I can do it from here. Add every. I don't know why I'm not able to do it from here. All right. It's taking so slow. Is everything all right from there? Is the internet all right, guys? I just wanted to check that. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. I should grab my phone. All right, are you guys excited about today's topic? Because today we are going to talk about everything divine feminine. And I was thinking I should do this after a long time because I hadn't done something focused on divine feminine. So today we're going to talk about coping strategies, how to actually deal with everything that's happening to you guys and all that. Oh, thank you so much, Mai, for your kind tips. Guys, I really appreciate all of you for sending me sending me your generous tips and donations, because that means I can spend more time doing this work, and I really appreciate that. Just want to say you guys are amazing, and I I take great pleasure and in doing all of your healings and activators. I will highly recommend. I've got the energy fields clearing on promotion again at 111 USD. For those who haven't got it, I would highly recommend for you guys to get that. There are a couple of promos on my weekend specials. You guys should see that too. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys is that there is so much taking place, especially with the Venus retrograde. You may notice a lot of things going in the reverse, and you may also notice a lot of behaviors that you don't quite notice. Like I mentioned last week, Venus retrograde happens every 18 months, so things tend to be like shifting all the time. So hence that's the reason why, see, even my hair is like a bit, let me just fix that. Venus retrograde. Oh boy, oh boy. Share with me, how are you guys doing? How's everything with you all? And let me know everything that's been going on in your life, and what is it that you guys have been looking forward to as we are nearing August, the end of August, and there's so much to look forward to in terms of everything that's taking place, the energies, everything in general. So Show me a show of hands, all of you all who I see 13 of you all and 12 comments. And all right. Okay, I'm just give me about 10 seconds, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out. Let me just get my phone. Totally can't find my phone. Oh boy. Is the internet? Just tell me in the comments if the internet is slow, because I don't know for some reason why the internet has been quite slow. So I hope it's fine. Okay, I moved a little and now it's better. All right, I think we are good to go now. See, I'm so used to doing it from my home, and now I'm like doing it from my hotel room. I just feel a bit like. See, my phone was right in front of me all this while. Okay. All right, now we can. All right, I'm coming through clearly. All right, that's perfect. Seems like it's dropping out. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if it's my internet or if it's, things in general. But it looks like everything is fine, so I'm going to start. Diana, it's Australia. By the way, guys, I'm in Australia at the moment, and MJ, MJ sent me something. Oh my goodness, everyone's sending me messages. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hi Shannon, good to see you. All right, I'm going to delve right into topic. And so, everyone, so that we can actually start. So, all right, let me do a proper start. All right, I just want to do at everyone for the live so that you guys can join me. All right, perfect. Finally. Mm. So interesting. I'm not able to do it through my phone. Oh, well, it's just not meant to be today. All right. So today, what is the topic at hand? And tell me what you guys know about the topic. So basically, we're going to talk. You see, I'm reading out the topic. We are going to talk about the divine feminine journey and how to cope with emotional fluctuations, tips and strategies to manage stress and handle pressure. And yeah. So tips and strategies. So today's discourse is going to be a very practical one, because we're going to talk about how you're going to deal with your emotions. So especially with the Venus retrograde and the Lion's portal, a lot of divine feminines, especially the positive divine feminines, are all going through what you call a major washing machine / roller coaster moment, which means everything is coming out. So you will be experiencing a lot of purging that you have not quite experienced in a while. And also you will notice that there is so much like happening with everything in your life in general, and you would also notice that you're feeling a bit jumpy as well. So this is all got to do with the Venus retrograde energies, but we are also ending Venus retrograde energy. So I will urge you guys to get the Venus retrograde amplify activator, because I can start before the 4th of September, and it goes for 66 days, and it's highly recommended. So if you're spinning on this direction, it will help you get back in the right direction. I'm also going through some of my other promotions, which is the combined energy fields, which is amazing because it really helps to reset the energies between you and your divine masculine. Of course, I'll always recommend the union activators, I would highly recommend the second dimension one because it works with fears. It basically works with everything that's happening with regards to how you've been feeling lately with everything that's going on. So I would highly recommend that. And I would also urge you guys to get the soul realignment healing and activator as well. So that will actually restart your whole process. So again, my is like the life keeps pausing due to signal. All right, just give me one moment. Settings. I'm going to get my all right, I'm going to get my personal hotspot. Oh boy. I think it should work now. So, all right. Do I have you guys back in and tell me if the internet is all right? MJ, could you just do a check for me and tell me if the internet is all right? I think it should be fine now with the personal hotspot. So, yeah. Oh boy. I keep trying to adjust. All right. So, as I was saying, I would highly recommend you guys get the Venus retrograde amplifier. And also, I would highly encourage you to get the soul realignment clearing because that is the complete reset that you guys may be wanting to get. And also, I've got other promotions. You should check it out. Again, thank you all for your kind donations, tips. Rachel, thank you so much. And Mai, thank you so much. Diana and Annette, thank you so much. Oh, please, why are you saying sorry? Because I've been having this as well, and I keep telling the hotel, and they keep trying to do it. So I'm going to probably ask them again, like what's happening. Because I'm using my personal hotspot. So, all right. Way outbursts, random crying, and trying to figure out what is going on with life, everything like that. Oh my goodness, I only see 6 of y'all here. Oh, so I don't know what is happening with the internet. Okay, now I see 12 viewers. Okay. It's like I'm trying to talk about the tips and then like this happens. Okay, finally I can say at everyone it's perfectly working. All right. So, tips and strategies. So, again, I'm going to simplify this, all right, in the easiest possible way as I can. Number one, if you're feeling down and if you feel like your divine masculine is slipping away from you, what do? Instead of stressing out, I want you guys to actually reverse that pattern and look inward. What is happening within you that's pushing your divine masculine away? Okay, and again, I've been moving you guys from the fact that I'm no longer you see, right now you guys are a bunch that's really, really, really progressing. You're not those wounded divine feminines who are still stuck in patterns anymore, but yet you're still experiencing things here and there, and that is due to so many galactic events happening as well. And like I had mentioned, we are going up to 6D. Oh, hello, Ariala. And again, thank you so much, Shay, for your kind tip. All right. So as I was saying that, if you're feeling really rattled, the first thing you guys got to do, hi Becca, good to see. The first and foremost thing you got to do is love yourself. And today we're going to talk a lot about self-love is because a lot of you divine feminines are such special souls, but you guys are not loving yourself enough. I'm going to share with you a little story about myself. with my own experience, you know. And I would say that when we were experiencing our separations, it was very hard. There were a lot of things that happened, and you know, I'm not as lucky as you guys. You know, I didn't have anyone to help me on my journey. I figured it all by myself, except God. I only had God, right? And that's why I always tell you guys, surrender to God completely. So, anyway, union started happening for me when I completely started loving myself, when I completely started enjoying my companionship, when I could literally go on a solo trip, or a solo holiday, or going to the cinema by myself and not feel alone anymore. So when you shift away from that loneliness to I am fully happy in my company, you will notice that you no longer feel that you are alone anymore. So again, there are differences between loneliness and being alone. Loneliness happens when you feel the need to have company. Being alone means you are actually accepting the fact that you are alone, and it's actually a good thing. And that's what a lot of sages feel. You know, they feel like they enjoy their company. And the thing about being solo is, Adriel has got a beautiful comment here. That's what I'm doing, enjoying my vacation time solo and loving it. Exactly. When you enjoy yourself, your company more and more, you will notice that you are not desiring your divine masculine for the wrong reasons. Again, there are no right reasons or wrong reasons, right, to begin with. But the thing is, if you are in that pattern of needing to control your divine masculine, oh, Shannon, thank you so much for the tip. If you're needing to control your divine masculine, you will notice that it mirrors back to you. And you will also notice that things will align. And when you actually let go of the control. So you will, number one, when you first meet your divine masculine, you know, you will feel at home, and you will feel all of what you would feel when you meet your twin flame, is that a one of a kind experience that you don't feel with anyone else, right? And then you will also notice certain things like you are more and more, you're going through a major catharsis and purging, and you also notice that you are no longer drawn to anything that doesn't meet the standard of a twin flame love, right? And you will also notice the ugly side of you coming out, and that is possessiveness, jealousy, anger, obsessiveness. So all of this is part of the first stage of separation. So after you go through the honeymoon phase of having initial contact, and everything that all right, so having all of that happening, you will also notice that, let me set my my phone is so disruptive. So I lost my thought there. Yeah. So having said that, when you notice that you let go of all of this, your twin flame actually gets into union with you. And you will realize that life is as normal as it can be. Union is not going to fairyland or la la land. Union is basically living in 3D with your divine counterpart and going through things like paying taxes, and making financial plans, and securing a future, and thinking of having children. It's as normal as it can be, just with your divine counterpart. I know a lot of y'all think that being in union with your twin flame means something that's out of this world. It is out of this world, but at the same time, it can be as 3D as well. And another thing is, when you are in union with your twin flame, you don't have to be with them 24/7. Like, look at me, like both of us are mirroring each other. We are both on work trips. We are doing our own thing. You know, we are planning, we're starting a family and stuff like that. But it's as normal as it can be with any other relationship. And twin flames who are in union like me will say the same as well. It's as normal as it can be. There's nothing different about this journey compared to other romantic connections. The biggest part of the whole people, you see, a lot of divine feminines that I work with come really close to union. And when they have to cross the final obstacle, they give up. They go into, I'm not good enough. Um, I'm always going to be alone. I will never get good things happening in my life. You have all these programs, and these are programs that are not even yours to begin with. And that's why the soul realignment clearing is so important, because I remove things like that. So, for example, what is a program? A program of weakness. So, basically, the negative souls will inject this program. Actually, it was a Syrian technology initially, but then after that, the Draconians took it on and started doing programming patterns in human beings so as to prevent them from becoming enlightened. So that's why you will see that when you get very close to union, you will start to have these programs keep repeating to you, like things like, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve to be in union. Good things never happen to me. My DM is going to do the same thing other men have done in my life. Firstly, your DM is not other men. Secondly, your DM is never going to disappoint you unless you allow it. And most of the time, divine feminine self-sabotage. They always self-sabotage. They are always the reason why their DMs run. And until you actually admit to this, you're never going to see progress. And that's why it's so important to have ownership of your journey. I do a lot of activators, and I'm very results oriented. So I actually get you guys into union, get you guys talking, but you guys self sabotage sometimes. But even then, I've got an activator to resolve that, right? But you have to be able to face your inner fears. Like I said, when I was in separation, I had no one except God. God was my only everything to understand what was going on. I mean, my parents were there as well. But the kind of pain that we experience when we go through separation is, there's no word for it. Even now, when I think about it, like it's so painful. So I know what you guys go through. I've been there. The reason why I don't talk about my journey so much is because there's no need to. I don't believe in flaunting or sharing pictures or trying to prove a point. Like, I know a lot of fake twin flames do that. And you know that from their vibration that they are fake twin flames. Another thing is, things do change. You do jump timelines, and always August is a month of jumping timelines. And you will also notice there are a lot of distractions because they're not so good energies, especially when you're jumping to the highest timelines. What they try to do collectively is that they will do everything to lower your vibration. And how do they lower your vibration? The programs I was talking about, injecting negative thought patterns into your mind, trying to do implants, etheric implants, even physical implants, and this is when people get like that, like alien abductions and stuff like that. So, how do you stay away from these people? And in order to actually not be seen, you have to ignore them completely. And they love to target people who have the most light. They will constantly harass you, they will send you emails, they will keep doing things to not let you be in peace. And galactic spiritual laws work like this. A no is a no. Example, you tell a negative soul, do not contact me. They are not supposed to contact you. And if they do, they are breaking universal laws. And eventually what will happen is that the Galactic Council will intervene and ensure that they are blocked from everything. So when someone says no, a no is a no. And this applies to everybody. When someone says, please do not contact me, don't contact them. If someone cuts you off, respect them. There's a reason why they're cutting you off, because it's a personal decision. So having said that, Because a lot of you give your power away subconsciously, it comes back. And a lot of you have given your power away past lives. And present life, you will notice that you're always having the same patterns repeating in your life: childhood trauma, absent parents, relationships that never go beyond a certain stage. Everything constantly, you will notice all of these coming again and again, and you will notice, why does the same thing happen? Number one is patterns, so you have to clear that. Number two is due to a lack of self-love, and hence that's why this topic is so important, because if you guys don't go to the core of trying to figure out things, you guys are never going to progress. So Adriel says, a matter of recognizing the negative patterns and countering them. Exactly. And once you start doing it, you will notice that you get better. And a lot of you have been with me for a long time, almost a year and a half. And those of you who have been watching my lives will say that you guys are different people now from where you were. And hence, that's the reason why I even released all of my lives on YouTube, so that the larger community can benefit. So, going back to why everything is the way it is, it goes back to your love language, how you are being loved, and how you were loved, and how you're going to be loved. So, a lot of you don't know what love is. That is the truth, because you have never been shown what true unconditional love is. Love has always been conditional, because parents give unconditional love very rarely, because they themselves are not loved. So when your divine masculine is tough on you, you mistaken it for avoiding you or pushing you away or not treating you right. But the truth is, tough love is essential to understand what true unconditional love is. And that is the reason why your divine masculine does things to help you grow and flourish. And if you really look back, whichever stage you are in your connection, you will notice that everything your divine masculine has done has actually helped you to become the person you are. And he will keep helping you. He will never give up on you, because this love is not something that can be given up. Some people will ask me this question: how is it that this person gets into union in 2 years and this person gets into union like in 20 years? You guys are forgetting past lives. The person who gets into union in 1 year may have been in separation for like 500,000 lifetimes. Do you know that? So stop comparing yourself with others. Wish people well. Stop feeling jealous, because there's no competition in this journey. And that is what unconditional love is about. It is about embracing yourself and enjoying your company, and not having that neediness to be with someone else, because your energies are precious and sacred. Why would you want to be in a position where you're trying to, like, let me move this a bit. Yeah, exactly. Competition with, like my says, competition with myself every day. So competing with yourself is the best thing you can do, because that's when you truly grow and improve. Because then life doesn't become just about comparing yourself with others. You're comparing yourself with the version of you last week or last month or last year, and that is where growth happens. And that's why I'll say this again and again. Every twin flame journey is unique. You cannot compare yourselves with other divine feminines or other divine masculines, because your journey is 100% unique. So let me summarize the strategies. All right. So if you're feeling extremely sad, cry it out. There is nothing wrong crying out. And if you don't cry it out, it means you're hiding the pain. And when you hide the pain, you're never going to release it. So always take the opportunity to release it. Crying is a good way. Also, I want you guys to take a piece of paper, and every time you have got a negative thought, write it down. And then I want you to reread it and see whether you actually resonate with those thought patterns. Because like I said, those could be negative programming injected by the not so good souls. So once you recognize that, you can actually remove it. And that's what my activators basically do. They remove so many hidden things that are hiding in your auric field, your chakras, and everything. So that's why number one strategy, breathe, learn how to breathe. And there are many yogic techniques, yoga techniques to breathe. Kundalini yoga is amazing. You have got the bee breath. So basically you put your tongue up and you're like that is a breathing technique. So you basically put your hands like this, you cover your right or left nostril, you inhale through your left. That is a breathing technique that calms you down. So there are many. You've got some, like you have the four breath in and four breath out. You could do that, but try to get into the habit of noticing your breathing, because breathing patterns are very important in raising your vibration, and that is the key. Merkaba, light body activation. If you read ancient scrolls, for me, I do everything channeling, right? So my reading is always up there. So what I can say is that breathing is key to everything, and always surrender to God. You can say the name of God a million times a day. You will only go up and not down, and you will always be protected. That's why MJ and I always, 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 we are not trying to be preachers. We don't run a church, nor are we a cult. Basically, what I do is to help you find your own individuality, to find the God within you. So that's what I encourage you guys to do all the time. And that's what MJ says all the time too. So again, a big, massive shout out to our dear MJ for running this group every day and night with so much unconditional love. So guys, if you want to send her a tip, do send her a tip too. And I also want to say that really thank you, MJ, for everything you do. You are appreciated every day, all the time. And yeah, and guys, gratitude is very important, and a big part of self-love is also showing gratitude to others. Another thing is, don't have expectations, be it your divine masculine or your family or your parents. Don't have any expectations, because these people are healing themselves. The only person you can have expectations is yourself. Like right now, you can have an expectation, by this time next year I would have um, ran a marathon. See, that is an expectation you can fulfill, because it's an expectation for yourself. So instead of having an expectation, oh, my DM must marry me by the end of the year, oh, my DM me must make love to me by the end of the month, oh, my DM should DM me literally. Let go of all of that. Your DM will come to you when you are vibrationally aligned, when you have done the right healings, right, done the right activators. And I always put a lot of promotions, so that it's affordable for all of you. When you guys do this, you will notice, apparently I went off again. Guys, can you all see me? I don't know why the internet has been like that. Yeah. I'm still going up here. Guys, can someone comment and tell me that you guys can hear me clearly and that you can see me live? All right, I see a comment, so I know that I'm still live. All right. Thanks, MJ, for that. I think it's getting better. I just received a comment. So, like I said, I've lost my train of thought. So, like I was saying, the most important thing to do is to remember that life is about transformation, meaning you have, thanks, MJ, for the heart. Life is about surrendering to God. Always remember, spiritual journey is about accepting God, figuring God out by yourself. No middle banana seller, no this person, that person. You can always connect to God 100% yourself. And when you are at your lowest low, cry out to God. God is available for you 24/7. I don't understand When you say you're alone, you are never alone. God is with you all the time, but you have to trust God. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust that everything happens for a reason. Okay, guys, I think it's your. I don't know why the internet is doing this, but I'll be back in Singapore on Thursday. So next week's live won't go through any of this. I remember how, in Singapore, we always have the best technology, right? We're on 5G already. And I think Australia is on like 4G still. I mean, in Adelaide, I'm not sure if we're on 5G. So maybe hence that's why the internet speed is much slower. And how we always take it for granted in Singapore is, oh, the internet is slow, the internet is slow. Actually, the internet is super fast. Only after coming here, I realized, oh my goodness, how I take my own country for granted.